Everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to create this team member list using HTML and CSS. So as you can see, this beautiful awesome team member list you can see on the screen. So when I hover the cursor on this list, the image color, as you can see, is black and white. It's going to be changed to the color. So when I hover, as you can see, the image is colorful, and the border you can see is a thin. When I remove the cursor, the border is going to be changed to the bold, and the image is black and white, has black and white as well. And you can see when I hover the cursor, the image is going to change to the colorful. So I'm going to create this member list from scratch using a step-by-step guide. So follow until end of this video. I promise you will learn a lot from this video. So let's jump over. So I've created here two files, which is index.html and style.css. So I'm going to connect my style sheet here. So it's connected. Now here what I'm going to do, first inside the body, I'm going to create this div with the class name content. So inside this div, I'm going to create UL with the class name team, and inside the UL I'm going to create LI, and also I'm going to add a class to this. It will be member founder. Alright, so inside this li list I'm going to create another div, and this is the thumb. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the link of an image. So I'm going to copy paste this, and let's paste it here, and let's close this tab, and that's it. Let me check what else we need to add. Alright, the div is closed here. So after this div, what I'm going to do, I'm create another div with a class name description. And here I'm going to add a paragraph. So let's add a paragraph here, and let's copy paste it here, and so what else we need this. Alright, so let's add a link here. The link is optional if you want or not, so I'm going to add this link for this code. So that's it for the first one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another code. Alright, so I'm going to copy this from here and paste it here. Alright, so this class name is same, and the class name of this is same as well, and I'm going to copy the image link that I'm going to use. Let's copy this and let me paste it here instead of this image. Alright, so let's paste it here. That's it, and we don't need this one. Alright, so that's it. After this, I need to add some description here. So let's copy description as well, and let's paste it here. So that's it for the second one. Now let's jump over to the third, fourth, and fifth one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this from here. Same thing is going to be done with the other section. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this class name from here, and let's add an image. So let's copy the image address. So this is the address that I'm going to get from the codepin.io. You can get from there as well, or you can copy and paste it from my code. as I'm doing here. Alright, so let's check, remove this double quotation, and that's it. And now let's copy some description for this section as well. Let's copy it here and paste it here. And that's it for the third one. Maybe it's third one. Yeah, it's third one. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this again. So I need some of the, let's count how many description or list we are going to create here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we need the 7. We almost done 3. So I'm going to copy this 4 5 6 and 7. And let's jump over to, so this is the third one, fourth one, and let's, for the fourth one I'm going to copy and paste another image link. You can go through the same step, or you can add your own image if you want. You can connect the images, but make sure the image should be added to the same folder of HTML and CSS files. So this is done, and now let's add a description and the person name, and let's add here. Alright, so that's it. This is the fourth one. Now let's jump over to the fifth one. I'm going to copy, go through the same step you can do. So I'm going to do this faster for saving time. Alright friends, so we have done with our HTML section. Now we are going to jump over to the CSS part. So first let's save this. Let's save this file and let's refresh the page. Alright, so let's close this. Let's jump over to the file and let's refresh this. Let me remove this from here. Let's open from the desktop, this one, and let's refresh this. And as you can see, this is the, so as you can see, this is the images that we have added right now, and this list is the description section. And now we are going to jump over to the CSS part of this video. So now let's jump over to the CSS part. Alright, so first let's import a link, URL link, and then we are going to work on the other part of the CSS. So now let's create a root, and here we are going to create some colors, which is yellow, dark, and we are going to use, instead of the this hexadecimal number, we are going to use this variable. So let's jump over to the body. First remove the default margin padding, and let's hide the overflow X and display flex, and let's justify content center. And now let's use the fonts family that we are going to use for our project, the description section. Then let's create a background liner gradient background color for our project, and we are going to use that variable, the dark variable that we have created. And now let's use the font size, and now let's add some more before and after style for our body section and box size, border box, and let's target the content class. And after this we are going to target the h2 element, and then let's jump over to the team class and add some padding, margin, and then we are going to target the other section of our project, and we are going to add margin and padding. And here we're going to add the liner background for our member section. And as you can see, we are going to use this design of a color design for our background, this yellow color for the description of that for the background of that description and image. And now let's target the member class again and align item right, and add the background will be liner gradient again. And we are going to add some color, some design for that. And now let's target a thumb class, adjust the width and the height, and let's flow left, and let's add the margin and background liner gradient again. And let's use the transform rotate 4°, and transition will be trans that we have created, and border radius will be, and overflow heading and margin left will be 5. And let's add a padding as well. And again we are going to target the member class and the thumb class with the same line, and we are going to float it right, margin left will be 2, and margin right, and transform rotate. And then let's target the image inside the thumb class, add width and height, border radius, and let's filter it, and the background we use that gray variable that we have created. And let's, when we hover the cursor on that member, what will happen? So transform and translate, filter, drop shadow that we are going to add for our image. And again the hover section we are going to use, and let's add padding and transition, and transform rotate -1°. Again use the hover for our image, and filter none, and transition will be variable that we have created. And let's add some design for the description, padding top and description paragraph. We are going to add some padding and margin bottom. Then we are going to again target the h3 class background. Let's add the liner gradient background for our h3 element, and let's add display inline, and transform will be rotate -2, and position will be absolute, and margin 0, and margin top will be 2, left will be 9, and padding is that we have added. And let's add a color, and the color will be the text color, and add a border radius and font size. And let's use the hover when the user hover on that description section, and what will happen, the transition and transform rotate will be 3°, and the background is going to be changed. And we are going to use after section, the content will be font and font size. We are going to add the position will be absolute, the top we're going to add. For the background we are going to use the variable yellow, and let's add right and transform rotate 3 degree, and let's add padding and border radius. Then we are going to add the color, and transform width will be bold, font width will be bold. And let's add some more effects for our HTML elements, and we are going to use the right, left, inherit, and left will be 4, and transform will be rotate 3 degree, and description that we are going to add for our member list, and add the background will be dark,